What's up, guys? Today we have massive news from Amazon Games, but also kind of a short one. I fully expected a developer diary later in the month going into all of this into more detail. So I would stay tuned as I'll be covering it as always. First of which is the delay to August 31st, 2021, and the closed beta will begin July 20th, which was expected due to all the issues put on the team from the virus, but I'd rather wait for a polished game rather than a half-baked one. As a quick overview for everything that will be talked about later in this video, we have the new zone, Ebonscale Reach, which is filled with lush wetlands and towering cliffs. It is an in-game zone alongside Reekwater, and this one has an Asian theme. Second is Expeditions, aka Dungeons. They are 5-player based instance dungeons, and the way they worded it sounds like they will have a story with them, and a very interesting one too. Third is Outpost Rush, aka Battlegrounds. Please have some ranked in here, I hope. A new game mode that is 20v20 battles set in a river basin filled with forgotten ancient technologies where you fight for control of strongholds and resources to secure a win. Alright, so now we can get to more detailed stuff, and we'll be talking about every detail that is different from the last time we played in preview, and there is quite a few. Firstly, and obviously most important, this man is wielding a torch with a sword. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the preview, I didn't see a single torch. I'm pretty sure they didn't even exist, let alone using it at the same time as a sword. This is an amazing touch to get people more immersed, and I hope they make the night a little darker to make it worthwhile, or to have some dark caves to explore. And of course, this might be touching on the possibility for dual wielding in the future. I've always loved to play dual wield classes, preferably dual swords. Next, for a new zone, Ebonscale Reach, and more importantly, this peacock. It is filled with lush wetlands and towering cliffs. It is in-game zone alongside Reekwater, and it looks absolutely amazing. They went for a more traditional Asian style, and I think they did a fantastic job. When Sir Medieval made a video talking about one of the crashed ships on the shore being from Asia, I got so pumped at the thought of them creating the Eastern lands, or as close to it as we could get. Up next, we have Dungeons. I called this one in my video covering that GameStar interview. I'll leave a link in the top right if you haven't seen it. The way Scott Lane answered the question kind of spilled the beans a little bit, but I'm extremely excited for Dungeons, and I think it is a much needed feature. I just hope they don't put Dungeon Finder in and make you walk there. I actually have some videos of some interactables in the dungeons, and maybe stuff like this will be in the quest, because last patch notes they said they changed some of the quest, and there's interactable objects now, and in one of them you can see them standing on a pad to activate a bridge, which is exciting. And also there's a video of players unlocking an orb in one of the dungeons, and you can see this orb in the statue of almost every ancient. I wonder what's in there. And we also have some sort of resource you can gather inside the dungeon. I hope it's a group node, because if not, it's just going to be a mad dash to see who can get there first. As you can see in the video, the object swapped a weapon in the bottom right for a staff called Corruption's Bane. I believe it's the same one used to close corrupted breaches, or maybe a higher tier version. And on one of the bag drops from the boss, it has a green glow around it, indicating the item's rarity, which is a nice change. Now for the one I think people are going to get excited about, the 20v20 Outpost Rush, which looks like it functions similar to a Battleground, but with a twist. It is an in-game mode where you gather resources to fortify your settlement and boost your power for assaults while battling other players and the wildlife. And it looks like there's paths where you'll potentially be able to summon your own minions from. There's a picture that shows a corrupted brute standing on one of the paths next to players, but I'm not sure if that's because they summoned it or what. This is definitely a short video and a slight letdown due to the delay, but they felt they needed it, and they don't want to put out a half-baked product. But I'm excited about the dungeons and Outpost Rush. I just hope they add features like ranked mode to them. I'm a competitive person, and I love competing at the highest level, and it also gives people something to strive for. With all that being said, I fully believe after this showcase that New World will start to become one of the most exciting MMOs out there, potentially in the top 3. They're trying to capture lightning, and I think they've done it. With that, I'll end it here. If you made it this far, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. It's free and it would help me out a ton. I'll be covering everything New World and giving my thoughts on it. Thank you all for watching, and as always, have a good one.